Good morning, friends. It is just a little after sunrise today, and so I thought I would come on here and give you a little video. It's actually Zach and my anniversary today, or my and Zach's anniversary. I don't know how you properly say that, but it's our anniversary, so 13 years. Can't believe it's already been 13 years, but it has, and I would say this year has been by far my favorite. So every year I just think it can't get better, and this year we've really tried to level up on our health and everything, and so love him so much and so thankful for him and everything he does to provide for us. So anyway, we've got a busy day later. We've got an appointment we gotta go to, but thought I would give you a little video. So this has been on my mind. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more videos, but I did a little experiment for 30 days starting 4th of July weekend, and the results have been so life-changing. I feel like it's worth sharing with you. So, and it's free. Best thing ever. It's free. I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm not trying to sell you a supplement. I'm not trying to get you a gadget. Nothing. It's free. Totally free. So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about sunlight. And this is all the sunlight I've got right now this morning. Not a lot to work with, but that's okay. As you can see, I have a pretty good tan. This is the best tan I've ever had in my entire life. And I used to go to a tanning bed, back in high school, and right out the gate when I was working, I'd go on my lunch break. So, what are we going to talk about with sunlight? So, if you are in this, on this path to trying to feel better outside the mainstream medical system, I don't know what you want to call it, wellness community, crunchy community, longevity, biohackers, whatever, I don't know what you want to call it. You're just trying to feel better. You're tired of feeling like crap and you want to feel better. I guarantee you have heard some podcast about morning sunlight and setting your circadian rhythm and all those things. So I've heard it hundreds of times, always blew it off though. I've always thought, well, I sleep fine. As long as my kids or toddler isn't waking me up, I sleep just fine. I don't need to do this. And a few years ago, had gotten up early and walked with my neighbor a lot. And I saw the sunrise then, but I was always exhausted by 3 o'clock, could not keep my eyes open by 3 o'clock. So here lately I'd been hearing it again, and there's a dad out in Arkansas. He's a farmer's market owner, and his name's Logan Duvall. And his son had stage 4 cancer, and he's cured, healed, however you want to say it. I'm sure legally you're probably supposed to say he's in remission, but he's doing great. And so this dad just did not accept that, it was going to be whatever. He has fought and tried to learn everything he can about cancer from every aspect. And he's always sharing about light, temperature, magnetism, the biophysics of it. Nothing crunchy, nothing woo-woo. This man's a Christian. But it just kind of had piqued my interest, and he's been sharing more and more. And so started watching some of his stuff. He's got a channel called Sowing Prosperity on YouTube if you want to look it up. And then had remembered a couple other interviews I'd heard where this other lady had talked about how it reset her hormones. And guys, my cycle has been super regular. I've been so glad that it was regular enough that I usually knew exactly when it would be. But it was 31 to 32 days. And so it should technically be 28 days if you're ovulating on time and everything. So anyways, had remembered listening to her. And then there's this couple that I like to watch. They kind of gave me my gardening bug. They're called More Than Farmers online. And they grow a ton of their food. And I had just seen where the wife talked about she had adrenal fatigue really bad. And she talked about how she would go for her morning walk without her contacts in. I've been wearing contacts or glasses for a quarter of a century, guys. I got them when I was 10 or 11. So 25, 24 years, I have always, as soon as I woke up, put my contacts or glasses on my face. I don't wear sunglasses. If you wear sunglasses, you need to get them dang things off your face. You are wrecking your hormones with them. I don't care. I will tell you straight to your face. You need to get your sunglasses off your head. But I've always thought, well, I don't wear sunglasses, so no big deal, whatever. So I saw where she didn't wear her contacts. I'm like, I wonder, could that really be making that big of a difference, you know? So you look it up and it says, yeah, sometimes they do filter out, you know, you need the whole spectrum of light from the sun, especially the early morning light. That's why they always talk about the early morning sunrise. You should be up with the sunrise. So I was like, it can't be that big of a deal. Like, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way just taking my contacts out is gonna make that big of a difference. So July 4th weekend, I was like, I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna go out there, barefoot, bare eyes. And if you listen to Logan Duvall's Sewing Prosperity channel, he talks with Jack Cruz a lot. And Jack Cruz is a very assertive person. I don't like listening to arrogant people. But he also says, you know, question everything I say. Don't believe me. Don't believe anything you hear. You need to go question it and figure it out on your own. And so he says, you know, try to get as much of your skin in the sun as possible, because all of your cells have sunlight receptors on them. We have a photosynthesis process. They just don't want you to know that. And I was like, there's just no way this is going to make that big of a difference. But I'm going to try it and see what happens. So 4th of July weekend, I start going out. I didn't even make it up by sunrise the first couple days. I was out like 10, 15 minutes after sunrise. And I stood out there for, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. And by day 3, I was loving it. And I could feel a difference. Like, it just felt like my whole body had this big exhale. Like, you know, like you've been waiting to find out some news and you're scared it's going to be bad news, but you get good news. And it's like your whole body just is like, okay, it's okay. That's what it felt like. And so this is July. Like, this was hot. It was hot out. Like, heat indexes or heat indices, whatever. It was like 108 to 112 a couple days, I think. I couldn't stay inside. Like, I could not keep myself inside. I wanted to be outside, even though it was crazy hot. My energy started going through the roof. Like, I was like a caged coon in the house, just finding everything to do. I was like, Zach, like, do you notice anything different? And he was like, yeah. So continued on doing it. Started also incorporating like barefoot grounding, like I said to begin with. I was grounding the whole time. But started doing like some lymphatic stimulation, like the big 6, like your clavicle area, behind your ears, armpits, stomach, groin, behind your knees. Like, those are all major lymphatic spots that can get stagnant. So if you can kind of like stimulate them, because your lymph system doesn't have a pump, it's good to kind of get things moving. So started doing that. Started doing some like fascia maneuvers, just kind of like stretches. Guys, I'm not out here worshiping the sun. I'm not doing sun salutations. I'm not doing any Buddhist yoga moves. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just bare feet, eyes toward the sun. I'm not looking right into the sun where it's going to burn my retina, but I'm looking at the tree line or the horizon line toward the sun. So the sun is getting in my eyes. And I'm like, I cannot even get over this. Like, this is crazy. 25 years I haven't had this light in my eyes, and I could have the whole time felt this good. So another week goes by, and I had to go to Walmart for something. And guys, before, like, I don't know about you, but when I would get out of Walmart, like, I would just be so cranky, so overstimulated. I don't know if it's the lights. I don't know if it's like something they put in the air, like air freshener, or frequencies they're putting out. And again, this isn't woo. This is literally physics, guys. You can look this stuff up. There is scientific backing to everything. But I would just be an angry person. And it would take me like 30 minutes to an hour to like unwind just from a quick Walmart trip. And now it's like, it doesn't faze me. Like, go in, get my stuff, come home, get on with my day. Is this what normal people feel like? I don't know. I'm not overstimulated anymore. You know, we've got to quit wearing this overstimulated thing like it's a badge of honor. It's not. It is a fast track to autoimmune, insomnia, all the things that are going to wreck your hormones and set you up for cancer later. It's not good. So, kept doing it. Like, this is just amazing. Like, I cannot believe how good I feel. I've never felt this good in my life. Like, Zach and I were just talking. We both feel so much better at 34 and 35. He's a year older than me. Than we ever felt in our 20s. But I'm like, I don't think I ever felt this good, period. Like, even when I was a kid. When did I get glasses? When I was 10 or 11. When did I start having migraines? Blamed it on puberty. Maybe it was the glasses, though, taking out the natural light in my eyes and off my skin. Oh, man. So, capacity. So much more just calm, happy. You know, we homeschool. We just started back up doing lessons. Before, you know, I'd get the kids going. Let's get everything going. Gotta get going. 8 a.m. Gotta get going. Where's the fire, Sarah? There's no fire. We don't have to rush. That's the beauty of this. Calm down. It's okay. So now we get rolling. I sit down with them individually. Make sure they understand. It cut me off. Before, I would get them going and we'd sit down and get books out. And, you know, oh, I gotta go do the laundry. Oh, I better go do the dishes. Oh, I better go check my email and see if anybody wants pictures done. I better answer these photography inquiries. Oh, I better go edit that session. Hey, Mom, we need help. Oh, I'm busy. No. This is the beauty of it. Capacity. I have so much more just, I'm not fluttering all over the place. And I know some of you are like, wow, Sarah, you got ADHD. Probably. I don't know. Quit wearing that as a badge of honor, too. Let's figure out why we can't handle things, guys. Let's figure this out. Why does my brain have so many open tabs and the music's playing? I don't know where it's coming from. Have you seen that meme? It's not funny. That's not how we're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be wired like this. So, just feels so much better. So much better. That's why I'm coming on here. I said I wasn't going to make another video. Please, I want to challenge you. 1 week. I think you will see results in one week, especially if you wear glasses or contacts and you've worn them for the majority of your life. Give me 1 week, and I want to hear from you. Minimum 15 to 20 minutes. Minimum. Out in the morning light, bare feet on the ground, as much skin as you can legally expose wherever you're living. I am so blessed I don't have neighbors that can see me in my backyard. Take that and run with it. Y'all, get the skin exposed. Morning light, as soon as it's sunrise, if you can be out there for 15 to 20 minutes for 1 week without your glasses or contacts in. I put mine on my head. I can't see anything this far away. Like, I can't see facial expressions that far away. I got to be up on you. I keep my glasses on my head in case I think like there's a dog or a mountain lion coming at me and I need to run. Please, just try this. Please, it's free. If you can work yourself up to an hour outside, don't grab your phone. You leave your phone in the house. Do not take that phone with you. Phone stays outside. If you have somewhere to be that you can't do very long, take your shower and do your hair the night before. Whatever you've got to do to make this a priority, please try it. Please. Please. It's free. That's why they're covering the skies, guys. They don't want you to know this. I don't care how much of a conspiracy theory person you think I am. I don't care if you're saying, who's they? Do it. Please do this. Please. There's so much more I wanted to talk about. Oh my gosh. If you can get out there, you know, without your phone, you're not going to be distracted for the first 20 minutes to an hour. Pray. Talk to God. Thank Jesus for everything in your life. Guys, my gratitude. So I started July 4th. By the end of that first week, I was just sitting there like, thank you, God, for everything. Thank you for my babies. Thank you that we didn't spend a day in the hospital this week for any reason. Thank you for just everything, guys. Like, your mindset is going to change when you start getting the right light. Your serotonin's going to level out. Your dopamine's going to be right. It just, you have to have this light. You have to. You have got to try this. Give me 1 week. I want to hear from you. I want to hear how much it changes you. Look at this tan, guys. Like, I have never been this tan in my life. I used to tan like up to here. And then I'd always worn a t-shirt. But even when I would take the t-shirt off and put my tank top on for summer, like, it wouldn't tan. My legs, I look like a Mexican in the shower sometimes. That's what I told Zach. I was like, my legs look so dark in the shower. They never tanned up past my knees. You've got to try this. I'm not saying it for the vanity reasons of getting a tan. Your skin cells need the melanin, not melatonin, melanin to do all these processes. You need cholesterol to convert the sunlight to vitamin D that you need for your immune system. You've got to have some cholesterol. You need to have the good cholesterol. You don't need cholesterol with sugar. That's where you're going to get in trouble. You guys got to try this. Please get outside in the mornings. If you can't do morning for work or whatever, do sunset. But morning will be just so much better. You guys are out there buying these red light panels. It's man-made. I know some people are having good luck with them. Great. I'm so glad you could buy it. It still has a flicker though. This is free red light therapy. Free red light therapy. Get out there. Bare feet, bare eyes. Please try this. Please. I can't remember everything else I was wanting to talk about. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't want to. I hope you never see this. I hope you guys are so engaged in your life that you're not on social media and not finding these videos. I think if you can stay away from your phone for the first 20 minutes to an hour every morning, you're going to see that you don't want it near you. I don't want mine near me. I leave it on the porch. If you need me, you're probably going to send a police escort to find me because I don't even go near it. I don't want to hear it. I leave it, sometimes I leave it on silent. That's too much going on right in your hand 24/7. My daughter is going to turn 11 and I have had this stupid square in front of my face for so much of her childhood. It makes me so mad at myself. So mad that I was so addicted to all the scrolling, all the social media crap. None of it was important. None of it. Have I learned a lot? Yeah. I'm thankful for everything I've learned from it. It's the way we found out our kid had alpha-gal. Saved his life. But I hate the fact that it has taken so much of my time for so long. It's about to cut me off again. Anyways, I'm telling you guys, this could change your life. It's free. Takes 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll work up to an hour though. If you can go for a little walk, even better. I roll out of bed, throw my glasses on my head. Sometimes my neighbor walks with me. I'm sure she thinks, whoa, Sarah. I don't care. I'm out moving. We're talking. We're getting things going. If we are walking right at sunrise, then I try to stay out a little bit longer after we're done and ground and do my stretching and stuff. Get you a kettlebell. Get you some 2-pound, 5-pound weights. Lift them while you're out there. If you don't have that phone in front of you, you're going to have all kinds of time. Journal. Get real with God. Yeah, change your life. I'm telling you. 1 week. I want to hear from you after 1 week. If you can't do it during the week, make it your priority on the weekends. I'm going out at sunrise. It's going to become your non-negotiable. It's going to become your favorite thing when you feel your system just go. Your mindset is going to change around so much. Guys, I had my first ever 28-day cycle. The month I started doing this. It happened and I was like, oh my gosh, did that really work? It does. You gotta try it. Also, I just finished reading a book. It's called Fast Like a Girl. I think the author's name was Mandy Pelz, P-E-L-Z. It should be on every PE coach's curriculum for their female students. It could save so many women, so many years of infertility, mood swings, weight gain. I had seen a lady had shared it, and I blew it off just like the sunlight thing. And I didn't want to fast. Like, it's not like I've been wanting to do like extended fasting because I feel like I'm needing to build up my nutrients that I've, when you have yo-yo dieted and restricted for years, your body is hungry for nutrients. So anyways, I blew it off. So I was like, I'm not going to do an extended fast. Well, then I saw another girl who's really reclaiming her health here locally. She's doing amazing. And she was talking about how she's been fasting. And I was like, well, I'll read this book and just kind of kick it around. We'll see. And so I got the book. And the book really isn't about extended fasting. She talks about like a 36-hour, maybe a 72-hour, like just very briefly. She's more talking about, it shouldn't be called Fast Like a Girl. It should be called how to support your hormones as a woman, period. She talks about, she maps it out, literally, each day of your cycle, the best foods to eat. If you've heard of seed cycling, I know my friend Paige has talked about seed cycling. And again, another thing that I always am like, yeah, that'd be great, but I don't ever pursue it, and I should. This isn't just about the seed cycling, though. This is about, estrogen loves low sugar. So she talks about, like, these are the certain days you want to fast, or I already intermittent fast. I stop eating by 5 p.m. So, like, my eating window is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or whatever. I don't know how many hours that is, but 13, 14, 15, somewhere there. I don't know. But she says, on the first part of your cycle, that would be when to fast a couple more hours longer if you want to. Because estrogen loves low blood sugar. But then when your progesterone kicks up around ovulation, and then the later part of your cycle, like the 10 days before you start again, that's when progesterone needs a little more glucose, so you need to put in your complex carbs. It's a great book. You need to read it. If you are a PE coach, please get it on your curriculum for your female students. It'd be excellent. If you are struggling with mood swings, infertility, any of that stuff, please read this book. Fast Like a Girl. It's like a turquoise or teal cover. I got it from the library. Guys, if you're not a member of your local library, please do that. If you live in town, it's free, I think. I think we pay $25 for a year. I've read so many books for $25 only. I paid it one time for a whole year, and I get all these books. You should be reading books before they take them all away from us. You should be reading your Bible before they take it away from us. I need to be reading my Bible more. I know. So, those are my main things I wanted to hit on. I may make another video. I don't know. Maybe not. I just hope you're out getting some sunshine. The amount of pale people I see at Walmart, like, why aren't you getting a little bit of sun? If you're scared of it, why are you still taking advice from these elite people who are eating children? They're still eating them, They haven't done anything to any of them. And it's true. Like, you can't just say, I've got my tinfoil hat on. It's true. And you're still taking advice and guidance from these freaks, sadistic pedophiles? What? Stop. It's pure lunacy. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know. Feel better than ever. I hope you guys are living your life and feeling great, and I'd love to hear from you. If you do this for 1 week, I hope you do it for a month, but tell me what you feel like after a week, especially if you've worn contacts and glasses your whole life, especially if you have thyroid issues, especially if you have liver issues. Guys, if you have thyroid issues, you have liver issues. They're hand in hand. If you don't think I'm right, look it up. Start doing some more research and digging. If you have no energy to do anything most days, try this. Zach came home from work the other night. I had canned a bunch of stuff. I had picked the whole garden. I had a huge spread out of vegetables and meat and stuff for supper. I had a little fire going in the backyard. Like, this is like a random, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday. He walks in, he's like, who is this? I wasn't growling at the kids. The kids were playing happy. He's like, who is she? And where has she been these past 13 years? I wish I had felt this good that long. We say all the time, if we had felt this good, we'd probably have 20 kids by now. Like, we feel so much better than ever. And that's why I'm sharing these videos, because I want you to feel this good. I'm not sharing it out of vanity. I'm not sharing it because I like to see myself on here. Trust me, this is so out of my comfort zone. I want you to feel better. There is no reason you should feel like crap all the time. And you don't even realize how bad you feel until you start feeling good. You see that little arm jiggle? Yeah, I got some arm jiggle. You don't know how bad you feel until you feel good. And then you're going to want to feel good all the time. I had a little bit of a moody day the other day, and I was like, you know what? Thank you, God, that that's not my everyday now. Because that used to be my everyday. I used to be just so irritable all the time. So tired. So stressed out all the time. So on edge and alert all the time. And now, when I'm around people like that, I just want to hold them and say, can you please take some deep breaths with me and calm down? Because they are running so up here and they can't even process stuff. And so then they flip a switch and they react so quick, just like I used to. They can't even hear a conversation. And it's so hard to be around now for me. I'm not saying you should alienate people and get away from everybody, but when you calm your nervous system down, you're going to want that for other people so that you can, converse and be around them and hang out and enjoy company. So 1 week, I want to hear from you. 20 minutes minimum. Jack Cruz says 10 minutes is pissing in the wind. So 20 minutes minimum every morning, if you can. If you can't, if you're driving at sunrise because you have to be at work on time, crack the window. Again, I thought these people were just ridiculous. Like, crack the window. Your car windows have filters on them. Our house windows. Guys, 60 years ago, if a couch sat by the window in the living room, it faded. That doesn't happen anymore. There's filters on them. There's filters on your glasses. There's filters on your contacts. Cover yourself up when you're around the blue light. That's when you should be covering up. I listened to an interview he had, and the man's wife I think she's autistic, and he said, she's on her tablet all the time because that's what, keeps her calm. Supposedly, she thinks it does. More or less keeps her occupied. And he said that is when she needs to be wearing a turtleneck to cover her thyroid from that blue light. Have you ever thought of things that way? We've got to change how we're thinking about this stuff. It all impacts us. My daughter, she wants all the LED lights and all the twinkle lights and all this stuff. She wants to make her room as dark as possible so all these cool lights light up. Honey, they're wrecking your hormones. We can't. I let her have it for a little bit, but I said, during the day, the curtains are open. You're letting natural light come in. You are the parent. You have to set the parameters on this stuff. They can't be staring at screens all day long. Not just for the attention crap that's going to happen. The blue light itself is damaging so much. Gotta change how you're thinking about stuff. One more thing we'll talk about. Then I'm done because my phone keeps cutting me off anyways. We've been eating locally and you can literally just feel the energy come into you. There's a great little stand in Bowling Green. It's called Bankheads. I don't know if they're organic or not, but at least I know it's locally grown. They've got the best watermelon we've had all summer, and my family eats a ton of watermelon. I don't know why they started, but they just love watermelon. They have the best ones. I stop by there every time I'm in town now. It's been so nice having it. Please stock up on everything local you can right now and preserve it however you can. If you can't can it, freeze it. Whatever you can do, stock up. And then quit buying stuff out of season, for one. Think about it a little more. We're gluten-free. So everything, if you make a treat or whatever, it's almond flour or whatever. Okay, anyways, it's almond flour. And I've been thinking, and I think it was on one of his Sowing Prosperity videos, he was saying, could you grow enough almond trees where you live to make that bag of almond flour? And no, there's no way. You wouldn't have that much of a surplus to be going through bags and bags of almond flour a month, or even a week. You would have those little almonds stored in a little container and you'd probably pick them out every now and then and just snack on them. And that's what your body can handle. But when we throw, the cakes and the cookies and the bread and whatever else we make with the almond flour, chaos. Our body doesn't know what to do with it. It figures it out, but just think how much more stress we're putting on the body to digest this stuff and to figure out what to do with it. So, not coming after you if you like to make that stuff. My mom makes really good almond flour cookies. She's a grandma. She wants to give the kids treats. She knows that they need to have certain types of treats, but it's not good for them to have them every couple of days or even multiple times a month. It should be a treat every now and then. So, just things to think about. We've started drinking Equip protein powder. I love it. Some people I know have said they don't like the taste of it, but I love it. But could I make that here? I don't know. Probably not. It's beef protein isolate, so I don't know. Is that like dehydrated hamburger, then they flavor it up? I don't know. But could I make that here? No. So I probably should keep it to a minimum, But I do love it, and it's a great way to get extra protein if you're looking for a nice protein powder. We like the mocha flavor. So, that's that. Zach watched a Gary Brecka interview the other day with Sean Ryan. I don't know if you guys ever watched Sean Ryan. He has some long interviews, but it was it was just really good. And Zach is like, I want to tell everybody. He just wants everybody to feel better. And so do I. So many people are suffering. And I think, you know, they blow us off. A lot of people, when we bring stuff up, they act like we didn't even say anything. It's funny. They almost talk over us so they don't hear it. But I also think they just don't have the tools to pick themselves up where they're at. And if you don't feel good enough to even get going, you know, you don't have the motivation, it's hard. So we just want everybody to feel better. And that's why I'm putting this one out there. So I hope you're doing great. I hope you're out living your life. So you guys take care and have a great day.